Since 1820, 5 generations of the Magrenan family have dedicated their lives to the cooperage. The tradition of the family evokes what today the company is, an internationally respected firm in the world of wines. Both Magrenan logos, the traditional and the modern one, along with the abstract sculpture located at the entrance of the cooperage, confirm the family values. Collect the best from the past to integrate it into the present and project it into the future. The American, French and East European oak are carefully selected from the forests and brought to the sawing premises. The staves and barrel heads arrive at the Magrenan curing yard, ready for a long aging process. For up to 3 years, the oak will endure a cycle of meteorological conditions, purge any undesired elements, and turn the bitter tannins into noble and softer ones. At the end of this maturing process, the staves will have reached the optimum humidity level and will be ready to be transformed into an excellent wine aging barrel. The Magrenan cooperage has the largest curing patio in the industry, ensuring that the quality of each barrel is controlled from beginning to end. Once the stave has reached its optimum physical state, it is brought into the production facility. The stave is then resized to the proper length and levelled, brushed into a convex curve on the outside, and slightly carved into a concave curve on the inside. At this step, the staves go through an initial quality control, sorting out any staves not complying with a strict protocol. Next, the cooper works on the edges of the staves, which will allow them to fit together and give the familiar shape of a barrel. At this stage, the cooper, using a tool equivalent to the perimeter of the barrel, selects and displays approximately 30 staves next to each other, balancing various widths to conform to the perimeter of the barrel. Once the selection is finalized, the staves are piled up by barrel. Using a hoop equivalent to the upper head perimeter of the barrel, the cooper lifts the staves upright until the circle is complete. New rings are added to the cask, tapped into place with a hammer and pressed with hydraulic equipment. The cask is ready to be toasted. The toasting process is a critical, delicate and quite spectacular process. The barrel cask is placed on top of the opening of a wood oven, rounding its base with metal straps pulled by a reductor as the wood decreases its resistance. The cooper will tame the cask with fire until it is completely closed, both bending and toasting the staves, rounding and empowering the oak compounds. The timing of the operation depends on each customer's specifications, which will influence the colour, taste and aroma of the wine. A light toast will usually be recommended for white wines, and a medium or heavy toast will be recommended more for reds, all depending on the desired wine character. The only fuel used to feed the fire is the same oak used to make the barrel. Any other fuel would add undesirable compounds to the wine, affecting its quality. The fire temperature is as important as the timing. Surpassing some temperatures would create blisters on the cask interior, increasing the risk of the formation of Brettanomyces in the future. Once the cask is closed, the hoops are replaced by heavier ones that will endure the pressure of the work ahead. The cask goes through the edging equipment that will reshape both ends of the cask, leaving the familiar cut that will fit the barrel heads. The cooper then selects the ideal stave in which to cut the bunghole. pieces used to create the heads undergo a similar process as the staves, brushing and assembling the same way. Then a small piece of oak is inlaid in each stave. Next, between each piece the cooper adds a layer of dry reed, which will act as a natural joint. After the head is mounted, it will be resized and the edges trimmed. It is then ready to be united with the cask. The edges of the head are dipped into a natural compound made with water and flour that, once dried out, will conveniently seal this delicate area. The hoops are removed and the head is positioned on each side of the cask. Next, the new hoops are affixed and pressed with the press equipment. The barrel is ready to undergo the first sealing capacity test. To avoid any leak, the barrel undergoes the first sealing capacity test. A total of 8 litres of water are put into the barrel, along with 1 kilogram of pressure by injecting air. The cooper rotates the barrel, inspecting that there are no signs of leakage in any seam. If there is no seepage, the barrel is depressurized and emptied. The first sealing capacity test is completed. The barrel undergoes a first brushing process to clean the whole surface of the cask. The entire cask undergoes this process with only the upper hoops. The galvanized hoops arrive at Magrenan in the form of rolls, which are subsequently processed and reshaped. These are the final hoops that are placed on the barrel after its completion. Like the first sealing capacity test and using exactly the same technique, the barrel undergoes a second test to ensure the absence of any seepage once the final hoops have been placed on the barrel. The bunghole is burnt to avoid scraped edges and ensure a secure sealing of the bung. With the new hoops, the barrel undergoes yet another smooth brushing to give the barrel a perfect finish. The barrel is always seen from the front. This is the reason why the heads are always brushed to outline the veins of the oak and their edges polished. Finally, the technological touch. A laser imprints the heads with the traditional Magrenan logo, the complete traceability of the barrel, and, if requested, the winery logo. The complete traceability is in strict compliance with the ISO and includes all the data of the barrel: oak type, lot number, barrel capacity, year and month of production, type of hoops, etc. The traceability gives a unique identity card and an assurance to the wineries that the same results can be achieved year after year. Once the barrel is completed, it is prepared for shipping. All the heads are secured to avoid damage in transit, and the cask is wrapped with plastic to avoid erosions and other imperfections. The customer identification is included so that it can easily reach its new home, the winery. Now the barrel is ready to be shipped to the customer. Tonnelleria Magrenan has grown during the last decade, and it is nowadays a leading-edge cooperage and the only one with presence in every single world wine appellation in each of the 5 continents. Many years of intense work and growth have resulted in a wide international appreciation, presence and acclaimed recognition of the Magrenan band. In 1999, AENOR certified Tonelleria Magrenan the ISO 9001-2000 quality certificate. And after setting and meeting some of the toughest working processes and quality controls objectives in the industry. The President of the Rioja visited the cooperage during this stage. Our aim is to maintain these standards and pass them on to future generations. In 2001, the former President of Spain, José María Aznar, visited Magrenan and was impressed by the quality of work which combines tradition and modern technology. In 2002, Tonelleria Magrenan was also certified with the Environmental Management Certificate, surpassing the current environmental legislation in the area. Tonelleria Magrenan will keep working every day to further improve its products and produce the best barrels for the world's best wines.